Hey everybody, it is Nick here, and I just got home from the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I am sad to say I came home with next to nothing because one, I'm between, or I've just started my new job, and I get paid bi-weekly. My last job I got paid weekly, so I had to, be careful with my finances. Um, and another thing too is I didn't find much that I wanted, to be honest. Now, the main thing I was looking for, hoping to find down there, was Twin Famicom Sharp. But I have to say, this is the worst PRGE I've been to. And the reason being, it's not because I couldn't find that console. And for those who don't know, it's a Famicom disk system and a Famicom all-in-one. And unlike the AB Famicom, it has the built-in control, or the second player has the microphone, and it has AV outputs. But anyways, that's not why I'm saying that it was a bad expo. In fact, actually, what am I saying? As far as finding stuff, it wasn't a good expo. As far as meeting people, it was a great expo, and I will get to that in a minute. First, let me show you what I picked up. Anyways, that was the thing, because I'm more into the import side of gaming. Like, I like buying like Japanese video games, European video games, mostly Japanese video games. And I didn't find much, but I did find two NES games I've been looking for because I've wanted to play them. The first one is Captain Planet. I know this is kind of a not very well known title, but you guys know I am a fan of kusoge, or I mean shitty games basically. I like them. I think the reason why is because I've talked to some of the people who've made these games, and I understand it's not necessarily the game developer's fault. It's more like the publisher's fault. And so I think maybe I just appreciate their efforts, their best efforts. The other game is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Now, funny enough, I actually own this movie, and I've never watched it. It's still in the shrink wrap plastic and everything. I need to from FYE. I mean, I need to open it up and watch it. And also, I was going to say later, let me talk about my job a little bit. I can't say too much about it, but I do want to talk about it. But anyways, so those are the only two games I picked up. Oh yeah, and I got a Game Boy game. Guess what it is? Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, so I own it on Game Boy. Now, if I had the Game Gear and Sega Master System versions, I'd be complete. Technically, if I own one, I own the other, because they're both exactly the same. Just different consoles. I hate these things. AVGN should do a what's BS segment on these Game Boy cartridges. I don't even know how they're supposed to. I just fiddle around with this lever and stuff until it decides to open up. See, like that. Seriously, if anyone wants this, you can have it. I don't pay for shipping. You can have it. Okay, so there are a couple other things I picked up. Something I got yesterday and something I got today that I want to show you guys. So first of all, this was something I've been looking forward to for a while, and it's the 20. It was supposed to be released on September 27th, but however, I found out the date got pushed back to October 19th. But I'm so glad to own it. The 20th anniversary edition of Bare Naked Ladies Stunned. I grew up with this album. It is awesome. And what's very ironic is it comes with the DVD. Now, you would think the DVD would have and I think my CD is in the drive. I should take that out. You would think the DVD would have the music videos. There were only 3 or 4 music videos for this album. I say 4 because Get in Line from King of the Hill is included. But it's not here, which I think it should have been. Instead, it's the Bare Naked in America tour, which ironically, this is the first time it's been released in North America. You would think, okay, Bare Naked in America, they did release it on home video long before, and you would think they would have released it in America, but they didn't. I heard it was due to some rights issues, though. But anyways, I'm glad to own it. It sounds really good. I'm actually working on a transcription for 1 week on the bass, but that's another can of worms I'm not going to open up. Then the other thing, I stopped by the Half Price Books on the way home, and I found this. Now, I have the guitar book for this. I did not know they made a score book for this, but this is Aerosmith Big Ones. And I have a video game related thing to talk about, kind of related to this, and I'll explain. But yeah, this has all the parts, like all the bass parts, the drum parts, guitar, vocals, keyboard, whatever, what have you. It's all there, pretty good. Okay, so I said I met some people at PRGE. So let me talk about it. So the first guy I met was the happy video game nerd, not the angry video game nerd, although now I could say I've met both. And what I can also say about both of them is they are both really super nice people. So all the people I met, I didn't ask for an autograph, and I didn't really talk to them much because I didn't want to bother them. But I asked to get pictures with them, and I'm putting them on my Facebook. So if you guys want to see them, feel free. Actually, I'll show them on my phone. So Derek Alexander, aka Happy Video Game Nerd. I can't see worth a crap. It looks horrible on here, but Derek, thank you so much. I mean, that really means a lot to me. It means a lot to me as a fan that that you take the time to actually consider your fans, because some people don't do that. They kind of have an ego trip, and they just they don't care. So the second person I met was Metal Jesus Rocks. Now both these guys are from Seattle, I might add, and again, you can't see. Yeah, just look on my Facebook if you really want to see it. But again, he was actually I didn't talk to him really, but he was talking to some other people, and he was just really shooting the shit with them, and that was really cool that he would even consider taking time to just to have casual talk with his fans. Again, a lot of celebrities or famous people don't do that. The next person I met was Pat the NES Punk. And he was with Ian, his kind of like his co-host. And I kind of feel bad, but it looked like at the time I got up to Pat, I thought, looks like Ian's a little busy with another fan, so I just asked Pat, hey man, and I was actually calling him Mr. I called him Mr. like Mr. Country, can I get a picture? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. But the best person I met, well, okay, I'm not gonna say best, but the most heart, pounding moment, doki moment for me, I should say, was meeting this guy. And you can't see it, I know, look on my Facebook if you really want to see it. It is the legendary Tommy Tallarico. Holy crap, I didn't think in a million years I'd get to see this guy face to face. And let me tell you, he was, again, super nice guy. Now, remember how I mentioned Aerosmith earlier? For those who don't know, Tommy Tallarico is actually the cousin of Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. In fact, Steven Tyler's real last name is Tallarico. So, for those who don't know, Tommy Tallarico is now the president of Intellivision Games, which is just awesome. And they're announcing a new game console. I don't know the name of it yet. What I wonder, is it going to be like another Intellivision console like the others, or is it actually going to compete with PS4 or something? I mean, I think it's going to be like the former rather than the latter, but I mean, it would be cool though too if they did something like the PS4. I mean, I think they should. I think that's where they'd see most of the profit, because there's not as many retro gamers as there once was, I think, or there's not as many people into old games as there are people who are into modern games, I think. Something else really cool that I saw there was this. This is the rare Sony Nintendo, or the Sony PlayStation, which plays Super Nintendo games. Actually has a Famicom cartridge in here, Super Famicom. I wish I had. Again, I'm gonna post this on my Facebook. If you guys want to see it, I'd be glad to. I'm gonna post it on Facebook later. That was really cool to see. There was also this room that had, in the same room, it was the box. I don't know if the games or manuals were in it or whatever, but it was every NES game ever made. So, including the unlicensed stuff. I don't think bootlegs, homebrews were included. But yeah, it was. But it was really cool to see, and they had some other stuff there too. So I did have a great time down there. I mean, just because I didn't find a whole lot of stuff doesn't mean I hate it. I just was what I was trying to say earlier was finding the import stuff wasn't I didn't have much or as much luck. So hopefully next year it'll be better. Because, like, in fact, I do have another game coming, but it's in the mail right now, and it's coming from Japan, so it's going to be a while. Now, something I don't think I told people is I might be, huge maybe, but I might be producing NES games. I actually purchased a NES Maker a while back, and I was having problems getting it to run, but fortunately I was able to find the fix to the program, and now it seems to run. So I really do want to start making games. I think I might, if I can. For those who don't know, NES Maker is supposed to allow you to make NES games without knowing any programming whatsoever, and that helps a great deal. It's $40 if you want to check it out. Now I'm actually doing a video game soundtrack right now for an NES game. I sent the music to the guy. I'm hoping he gets back to me. We've been communicating though for the most part. See, I've had a problem. This is also another reason why I want to produce my own games, is because I've done music for several other games where I've submitted soundtracks and the games never get finished or released. And that really just kind of pisses me off, because like I spent all that time working on the music for nothing. There's a game called, I think, Adventure in the Cavern or something, where I did like the level 1 music, and I don't think it was my best work, but I don't mind it. Something about my NES music, I've done several conversions of like video game soundtracks on the NES. I haven't released the NSF files, but for anyone who really wants to see them, you can go ahead and check out my VGMPF page, and then they're all listed. But anyways, I also like doing the Black Hole Sun tuning, or where it's like a quarter step up. I just like how it sounds. My Predator 2 soundtrack, Wii Guy was nice to have to feature that on his 8-bit stereo series, and someone was like, "Oh, Nick, he's more like Nick Eastridge with that." I think someone kind of like said the conversion was really bad, or like the tuning was bad. But yeah, I can't please everybody, and frankly, I don't care. I mean, there's going to be people who don't like it. That's just how it is. I'm willing to accept that. But that was a fun one to convert. My favorite Matt Furnace soundtrack for sure. So yeah, so hopefully this game does get released. I don't know what I can say about the game and what I can't say, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But yes, I'm supposed to be working on a legit NES game, so it'll be awesome if it gets released. Because it makes me sad going to these like retro game expos, seeing all these homebrew games, and it's like, it might be jealousy, to be honest, but it's like, man, I don't want to play these. I think that's because, like, geez, all these people get to work on these games and I don't. Like, I try to put myself out there and stuff. I'm advertising, I'll do music for free just to get my name out there, and yeah, I still don't get picked. So hey, it's just how it is. So anyways, about my new job, I love it. For those who don't know, I am a security guard, which sounds laughable, I know, but I love my job. I am happy where I'm at. It was hard to leave Home Goods. It really was, because and I've been meaning to return. I just kind of feel awkward about. I don't mean like returning to work, but I mean like returning, like visiting, saying hi. I've just kind of felt awkward every time I think about doing it. So that's why I haven't. So, you guys are gonna see more game videos because, like I said, I picked this stuff up. I may not cover the Game Boy version of Dracula because it's the same as the NES game, but you guys will definitely see videos of these. But back to my job, it's a pretty easy job, and I love what I do. And if I love what I do, I'm more likely to, do it better. And at Home Goods, I did like what I did for my job. I just wasn't getting the funds that I needed, and I needed health insurance. I'm 24 at the time I record this video. In a couple of years, I'm off my dad's health insurance. So, so right now I'm in the process of trying to register for the health care and stuff. So, I know people are talking about election day and everything. Look, I'm going to vote, but I try to keep my political stuff out. I even try to keep my, spiritual views out, because it's stuff people don't want to hear, and it honestly just, it causes problems. Let's be honest, it causes problems. So, anyways, that's about it. I don't have much else to say, but like I said, probably even after I make this video, I might even do like one of these. So, thanks for watching, guys. God bless. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys later. So, peace out. And thanks to all who took pictures of me. You guys are the best.